Hi, welcome to Auntie's Parenting Tidbits, life hacks for the perfectly imperfect parent. Usually, I get dressed up, put my makeup on, and I record these videos. Today, I wanted to make sure I get this video out before November 3rd. So I didn't put anything on. I'm in my jammies. I want to make sure I say, go out and vote. This election is important. Our lives depend on it. The current administration want to gut health insurance, which is near and dear to my heart. They want to take away pre-existing conditions. Let me tell you how that would affect you. It will affect you, it will affect your moms, it will affect your girlfriends, it will affect your kids. If you have a child who has asthma, that's a pre-existing condition. They can no longer be on your insurance, and they try to get their own insurance. Insurance companies can reject them because of their asthma. Your child has any condition, heart conditions, um, eye conditions, those are all considered pre-existing conditions. For a female, if you get pregnant, pregnancy is considered a pre-existing condition. So if you get pregnant and you don't have insurance and you go and try to get insurance so you can get prenatal care, that is considered a pre-existing condition, and they can tell you no. An insurance company can tell you no. You cannot get insurance by them because of your pre-existing condition of pregnancy, of bringing a life into this world. If you have gotten COVID and your lungs are now damaged from getting COVID, you now have a pre-existing condition. You can now be denied health insurance because of that if they take away the ACA. ACA says they can no longer deny you because you have a pre-existing condition, because you are going to cost them more to take care of. They cannot say, no, we are not going to take care of you because you're going to actually cost us more than you pay into it. They love for us to pay into it, insurance companies. They hate to actually pay it out. So our lives are depending on this. For all the black and brown people who love to say that our votes just don't count, so why should we go out and vote? Sweetheart, if our votes didn't count, they wouldn't be spending all the time and the money and the lawyers trying to keep us from voting. What do you think voter suppression is all about? It's trying to keep us from voting. Taking away the polling places where black and brown people vote is trying to keep us from voting. Our votes matter. Our votes are important. Our votes change elections. That's why they try to keep us from voting. So, sweetheart, your vote matters. Go out and vote. You don't have to vote on November 3rd. Mail-in ballots, too late to do those. Early voting, go out and vote. Early voting everywhere now. Go out and vote. If you can stand in a line for a pair of shoes, you can stand in a line for some clothes. You can stand in a line to see an early premiere of a movie. You can stand in a line to vote. It is important. Your life depends on it this time. Because if the current administration gets to stay, your life is in danger. The current administration is all for the police killing black and brown people. He applauds it. He calls us criminals, thugs. He applauds the police when one of us gets shot for no reason, for walking down the street, for breaking up fights, for sitting in our car, for getting pulled over for a stop sign. Our lives depend on this election. Not just a democracy, our very lives. Get out and vote. Like I said, I don't want to hear that the lines are too long, because you will stand in the line to buy a pair of Jordans. stand in the line to make your life better. I don't want to hear that our vote doesn't count, because they're trying to take your vote away, sweetheart. So obviously your vote counts. If it's important enough for there to be lawsuits trying to keep them from letting you vote, they are trying to suppress your vote in every single state, in every single black county. They are paying lawyers to suppress your vote in court. Your vote must matter. It just doesn't matter to you. It matters to them. So if it matters to them, it should definitely matter to you. Go out and vote. And not just in presidential elections. This election is very important. But not just in presidential elections. We got to vote in local elections, because we complain about the laws that get our black and brown people locked up, these ordinances that gets our black and brown boys locked up and pulled over all the time and harassed. How do we get those ordinances changed? We get the people out that are making these ridiculous ordinances that are getting them locked up and harassed all the time. How do we get those people out? We go out and vote. You want to see marijuana legalized for recreation? Go out and vote for it when it's up on the ballot. Guess what? It was on the ballot last election. Did you know that? Did you vote? Did you vote in your local election last time in April? Did you? Or did you hum it because it's not a big election and those elections don't matter? Those elections change your everyday life. Those are the elections that change those everyday laws that get you pulled over all the time. Those ordinances and those propositions that are on those ballots, then those are the ones you really need to pay attention to. Because those are the ridiculous things that they try to pull over on us that change the laws and get our little black and brown boys pulled over and arrested all the time for nonsense. So we want to make real change. I am all for the protesting, but you want to make real change? Vote. Vote the people out that are making these ridiculous laws. Vote the police, the judges out that are making these ridiculous judgments. And vote people in that are going to have our best interests as black and brown people. So as I said, November 3rd, go out and vote. If you don't want to vote on November 3rd, go out and vote tomorrow. Early voting is here. In Missouri, where I am, early voting is here. Where you are, early voting is here. You can stand in line for anything else you want. Stand in line for this. I'm off my soapbox. We'll be seeing you. Go out and vote.
Just subscribe to Mommy's channel.